Well, I'm Bridget Thompson. I am a trained registered nurse, specializing in diving and hyperbaric medicine and then in occupational health. And now I am moving out of the corporate sector and moving into health and wellness. And I've created this safe space here in Long Acres called Life Secret Garden. I had a feeling that the corporate pressures of life and the certainty one has to have placed on you and all the overwhelming constraints that I needed to step out and live my truth a little bit more and take all my health and wellness that I'm very passionate about and bring that to the fore. Life Secret Garden I've made as a safe space. If you notice when you drove in, there's no barriers to entry. You enter through the healing forest, which is a place for stillness, meditation, because this is a part of life that we seem to have lost. Trying to keep up with our busy schedules, school runs, getting to the business, getting to the gym, whatever may be. So I'm trying to develop a place where people can come not only for scheduled appointments. If they need safe space, if they need some time, they can walk, they can sit, and they can be in stillness. It's quite easy in the everyday life to keep all the main muscles in shape, or even build them as in an ego. But in a spiritual life, it's all your balancing structures that need to be rewoken. So you can move in your path and find your own path within. All my visions just came true here. So I've got a small olive grove. It's all done organically. I'm trying to reclaim the land, cover the land, nurture it so we can grow organic olive oil or olives. And then once a year we have an olive festival. And instead of bottling and going back to the certainty in the corporate world of bottling and labeling and following all the normal ways, we rather open it as a festival. Everybody can come and pick. They can pickle their own olives, or I have my own olive press. They can press their olives, catch their own olive oil, labor it as they wish, and take it home to enjoy. And that's real, true, organic, fresh, extra virgin olive oil. I've got an open space where I have held events like Secret Sunrise, where it's the freedom to dance, to have expression, and my spirit dancer is over there. And then lastly, I have a workshop. So I have a huge, beautiful workshop that is open to anyone who wants to hold a workshop and express the gifts that they've been given, the talents that they have got. And there we meet, and it's food, it's wine, it's cooking, it's life lessons, it's dealing with essential energy foods that don't disrupt the endocrine and the system of the body, and understanding the physics, the physiology behind it, the nutrition, the wellness, the health, the trauma release. So I have certain practitioners that come. I have friends that are chefs. They come there and then we share our experiences. I try and support all the local artists on the West Coast and the potters. So I've filled, when you walk around, you'll see everything's filled by local artists. There's nothing from Pick and Pay or Clicks or wherever. The glassware, the cutlery, the plates is all made by potters, by artisans, and to just bring all the love and the compassion that's here, and to be a little bit more thoughtful about what we consume and what we buy and we purchase, and who we're giving our dollar to. Is it to the big corporation, or is it to everybody who's trying to express their truth and their artistic talent and the gifts that they have? I have filled the garden with all sorts of artworks and also things that I bought from my travels. So I've traveled extensively across the world, and I always carry something back. Sometimes to my detriment because it's so heavy or bulky, and then everyone asks me, what is this? But I've got beautiful features that I think lend itself to Life Secret Garden, and that's the secret. Is I have a beautiful sculpture done by He's a Zimbabwean artist in Hout Bay, and it's in God's hand. It's just a beautiful sculpture where you could sit, you could ponder, and that is an area for stillness for anyone who frequents the garden. I've got scorpions, I've got hohos, I've got lizards, I've got hidden treasures that you would have to look for, little picnic spots, and I've got 2 wild women at the back there. They're like supermodels having a good old chat, and they're just beautifully carved out of wood and out of metals. And such expressions of creativity. And I think from myself over these past few years, I know I'm creative, and I was creative at school, but I've been burdened with setting up businesses, and they've turned to gold, so I'm very lucky that they've been successful. So now is the time to get your own creativity inspired. So people who come within the workshop or come and walk around will be inspired, and instead of thinking deep in the depression and what's wrong with the world, is rather, that's those thoughts, those are your opinions, and you must elevate that vibration and look beyond what's burdening you so you can step into your creative side. And that brings then love and compassion, and that's where you want to be generating all your energy from. So the one thing that I think that all these projects that I have got going on one small holding, 2.2 hectares, is it's finding your truth. It's going within, finding your path. So every day I balance family needs, I balance still business needs, but the primary goal is to always find your truth, to practice your truth, to go within and to develop things that bring not only love and joy to yourself, but to the better of all the community. And that's Life's Secret Garden.